good, everyone? Welcome back to the Strong.Sistas YouTube channel. Today is a special full day of eating. We are going to be doing a what I eat in a day like Dr. Paul Saladino. So we're going to give him a call today and say, Paul, what did you eat yesterday? And we're going to eat like that today to the best of our abilities with what we have available in our freezers. All right, hey Paul, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, so what did you eat yesterday?
Well, you know I'm on Tier 5 Carnivore because I kind of wrote the book about it. It's called the Carnivore Code. I hope people will check it out. But in the book, I talk about these 5 tiers of a carnivore diet, and my diet has a lot of organs, but I'll tell you what I eat. So in the morning, I get up, I have a few grams of red sea salt with some water, and then I have some raw egg yolks. I had about 4 raw egg yolks with that, with a steak. And the steak is from White Oak Pastures.
Heck yes.
Ribeye. Yeah, heck yes. I had about 14 ounces of regenerative agriculture raised White Oak Pastures meat and a ribeye with some 4 raw egg yolks. And then I got to the real good stuff. I had about 2 ounces of raw liver, about an ounce of raw spleen, an ounce of thymus, and I had some testicles as well in my meal. And then I have some bone broth that I made.
Awesome. That sounds delicious.
Yeah. That sounds delicious, right? All the organs were raw. And then I didn't eat lunch. I usually eat like an early dinner later in the day and do some intermittent fasting. It's basically a very similar meal. I had another amazing ribeye from White Oak Pastures because I'm living like a king right now. With about 2 raw egg yolks. And I had so many organs at breakfast that with dinner, I just had a little bit of spleen and a little bit of pancreas and a little more bone broth. And that was it.
That sounds amazing. I think I'm going to eat this. You're feasting like a king.
Oh, brain. I had brain at dinner too. So you guys got to eat some brain at dinner too.
Of course you did. Of course. Okay.
And they're all raw.
They're all raw. I love it. You guys got to let me know what you think.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Deshone. May I take some filtered water from you, please? Thank you, Deshone. Thank you.
So we took notes. We took some notes from the phone call. I have our list of to-dos to eats today on today's full day of eating like Paul Saladino. First up on the list is salt by the gram and follow it with some water. So Redmond real salt specifically, we measured out some grams.
Salty.
Alright, so just gonna take a straight up salt shot.
That's a lot.
And we have some filtered water because I don't think Paul drinks anything not filtered.
That's a hefty amount of salt. Let's go. Would only do this with Redmond real salt. It tastes amazing.
That's what they do in college, folks.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, I missed. Oh my god.
Weak sauce.
That's so much less than me.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Let me have some.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. Tasty. Salty!
So Paul gets salty in the morning. So I'm stuck on my Tala face moisturizer.
We're about to get a huge pump in the gym.
Alright, so let's discuss why Paul takes salt in the morning. Likely to balance electrolytes. If you're feeling meh on the carnivore diet or keto diet, you might just consider taking a salt shot. Whenever we're feeling kind of like tired or drained and we need a boost, we don't go to like random caffeine supplements anymore. We take salt shots. So
that's the only supplement, that's the only electrolyte that we supplement with.
get salty with it.
And it's a great one to take before you go work out. It'll increase that pump.
Enhancer.
So we're about to have some huge pumps. Let's go get after this lift. to whip up this platter number 1. Barely any cooking involved.
Yep. Alright, so I've got my list again, and so it seems Paul had some raw yolks. He had some ribeye from White Oak Pastures, only from them. We've got liver, spleen, thymus, testes, and then he made some homemade bone broth. So that's pretty cool.
So we do not have beef testicles, unfortunately, right now. A shame. We have tried those raw in the past. They were pretty good.
We do have liver, spleen, and thymus, so we will be including those raw. Alright.
Let's see this spread.
So we've got the 2 fat and juicy ribeye steaks.
Look at
We're
how
gonna
beautiful
probably
these are.
split these up between meal 1 and meal 2 because we hoard meat. We've got some beef liver that was frozen.
Frozen.
We've got some spleen.
Let's get a close-up view of this spleen.
This I'm a little hesitant to eat raw, but we'll see.
Yeah, we haven't tried this one raw.
And we've got some pancreas or thymus. So basically this is sweetbread, and sweetbread is either pancreas or thymus, so we're just counting it as both. And then we've got some eggs, pastured eggs, to be included as yolks, and then we've got the bone broth already ready to go.
Well, this is the meat jello from the oxtail that we made the other day.
Cutting the spleen for the portion we're gonna eat, and a lot of spleen is like juicy, I would say, so I have a lot of leftover juice on my fingers. I'm going to try it raw. Okay.
Are we some blood-eating vampires
it
now?
It just takes a second for me. So, I don't know if I can...
Not a fan of that, Paul.
If I can get down with a large amount of that at once.
We're gonna try it. Let's go. Ooh.
Oh, it's staying with me. Ooh.
Ooh, we got a little kick there. Ooh.
Ooh, I think he said he had like 2 ounces of that. I just don't think I could.
Paul, you were a special one.
It's a very certain, it is a certain kind of way.
It is very strong. Very strong.
All right, we're gonna make the rest of the plate.
All right, the final assembled plates. So we got the ribeye steak. I added some beef suet. Need a little bit more fat here. A raw chicken yolk, raw sweetbread, raw spleen, hunk of a chunk of raw liver, and then some meat jello from our oxtail. We're gonna try some of these organ parts raw on camera. Let's go. So first, the raw sweetbread, so which is thymus,
Thymus,
probably
pancreas.
Let's go. Heavily salted.
Salt on it.
Not bad. Pretty neutral.
It's expanding as I chew.
It's not bad. All right, next up.
So there really is no strong taste like the spleen. We're about to get back to.
Next up, the spleen.
This time with a little bit of salt on it. Okay, so I swallowed mine whole. I actually asked Paul
We're just on the phone with him.
whether he eats it, like how he eats it. He said he just swallows it, so that was a lot more bearable just swallowing it. You're still chewing.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't like it. I do not like it raw, but I have like spleen in recipes.
That's not bad. It's not. It's much better than the juice by itself.
What's cool about this all is like you can still derive the nutrients from cooking these parts. Paul honestly is one of those people who apparently just like
Probably more convenient.
he's
for
a
him.
minimalist when it comes to these things. So yeah, he'll cook up his ribeye and enjoy that, but I'm sure he's getting these parts in for their nutrients, therefore he's just consuming them.
I have a piece of spleen stuck in my tooth.
We are like very experienced eaters, so like we're there for I'm here for the experience. So I'm about to sit down and enjoy this plate as much as I can while getting some work done.
I need your help.
And so, where is it? Oh my god, you literally do. This was stuck in her tooth. Nelly!
Mama! Nelly Mama will eat it.
Oh!
Alright, now liver.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Let me get my chopsticks.
I like raw liver. I don't mind it. Prefer it frozen when it's raw. Again, aggressively seasoned with salt. Alright.
Can I see it?
Yum. So a few notes on these raw offals. I don't think that everyone should be doing this, and you don't need to derive nutrients. But if you are gonna try organs raw, it better be from a good source. We always recommend finding your local farmer, knowing your local farmer, knowing your local farmer's practices. And if you do not have a local farmer, we trust everything at White Oak Pastures, which is why we're eating these just so easily.
There's nothing wrong with cooking them. Something I was just thinking about. So like, I think raw liver is an acquired taste that we got in time.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe if I ate spleen raw more often, I could get down with it, but it's just so bizarre to me right now.
It wasn't bad. It just got stuck in my teeth. All right, let's eat.
Just got down the spleen. I definitely eat that first because I prioritize my meals and I eat what I like the least first. So I love all my food, but spleen raw, I don't know.
We kept our ribeye pretty rare. This is kind of how we like to eat it, a sear on each side. Now going to dip it and burst the yolk. So good. So we just realized that we did not even introduce who Dr. Paul Saladino is in the introduction of this video. I'm sure for most of you guys following a carnivore diet, you know who Dr. Paul Saladino is, one of the leading doctors in this carnivore movement. If you have not yet, make sure you check out all of his social media accounts. They're all Carnivore MD. And he just released an amazing book called The Carnivore Code. It's a beast, has over 600 references, which provide a pretty strong argument for why this carnivore way of life is optimal for human health, so we can all kick some major booty. But we are really grateful to be able to call Paul one of our good friends. We met last year when he saw our carnivore waffle video and was like, cool, carnivore waffle, let's make a cookbook together. We were like, yeah, let's do it. And since then, we've had the opportunity to get to know him. Really awesome guy, and we're really grateful and blessed for our friendship with him. So if Paul, if you're watching, he's not watching, how's it going? So we just finished up a batch of full chicken bone broth that we made in Pam, our slow cooker. And so we basically just had a full chicken in there. So here's all the meat and the skin. And then we saved all of the bones to eat. And then we just put in a bunch of chicken heads as well. So we sourced both the chicken heads and the full chicken itself from White Oak Pastures for pastured poultry. And we got this beautiful gold goodness that we will also have for platter number 2 because Paul had 2 cups of bone broth on his full day of eating. But we are gonna munch on some bones for some calcium. Chicken bones are now super soft after sitting in the broth for over 24 hours. So they just crumble. Get my calcium in.
I had like 40 before this clip, so I find if I have way too much calcium, I have way too much bone, I have harder stools, so I'm not gonna get any more.
But you don't need to consume that much bones to get your calcium in. I will only have like 2 of those and I'll be fine.
So we are prepping meal number 2. So on meal number 2, Paul, again, let me get my list.
Just munch on some bones.
We've got ribeye, yolks, spleen, pancreas, brain, and broth. We are going to try some raw brain now since Paul did all of his organs raw.
I don't know where Paul sourced his brain. That would be a good question we should ask him. This is from our full cow. White Oak Pastures can't sell brain. I don't think it's legal. I think the laws are different state to state, maybe.
Yeah. So everything we did a whole video on brain.
Yeah, if you're interested.
Everything else has been from White Oak Pastures. This is from our full cow.
So this is raw.
Raw brain.
Okay. You did such a small piece.
Raw brain's good. It's very neutral. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's just a texture, really. It's like squish, squish, squish.
Yeah, it's very neutral. It really takes the flavor of whatever you cook it in. So if you cook it in butter, it has a buttery note. Paul said he ate this raw, so
let's see what's on
let's
our
strap in and go. For Miss Marshmallow, the queen. Yummy, 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 yummy. Chicken head for Miss Angel Baby. Wow!
It's a little hot.
Very fast, okay. Chicken head for Sir Gus, G-Man. Oh, so gentle. Good boy. Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Nope. Tallow! Candle.
Free of paraffin wax and hydrogenated soybean oil.
So candlelit platters, what Paul Saladino would have for dinner, give or take. So he said he had yolks, and we decided to do some sunny side up eggs as our yolks today, since we had one yolk earlier and we kind of wanted full eggs.
Wanted a little bit more protein on the whites.
Protein on the whites. And we added some suet to the meal because,
you know, Paul probably had some suet during his day and he just forgot to say because Paul's a suet kind of guy. Okay?
kind of guy. So then here is the real fun. All right, so Paul had more spleen for dinner. He had more pancreas, and he had some raw brains. So that is going to be a treat.
A raw organ platter right there
To dive into. And then the real prize possession is that beautiful juicy
ribeye.
Can you pick it up?
Yeah, we kept it pretty
Pick it up.
much
Let's
raw.
give it its time.
Okay.
All right, so we've got a beautiful grass-fed, grass-finished ribeye from White Oak Pastures.
Look at that beautiful
Yellow, fat, looking real juicy,
nice
candlelit.
and raw.
And then we didn't have that much ribeye left over, but we wanted to add more protein, so we added some round steak. So that's going to be a nice little treat on the side. And then, of course, the broth that Paul had, he makes his own, so Ashley made fresh broth. And yeah,
It's time to eat, y'all.
it's time to eat these bumping platters.
Alright, so we ate that feast in private, but we wanted to wrap up this video with a little bit of discussion of how we felt eating like Dr. Paul Saladino today. So like I mentioned earlier, I prefer to eat my organs cooked in a way that I enjoy them. I like to sit down and really enjoy my food. Eating is such like an amazing experience.
I think his meals were more based on convenience and getting nutrients in. I felt really alert after eating those raw
Like a superwoman.
things. Yeah, so I had really good energy, stable, no crashing in the afternoon, which I don't have to begin with, but I did feel like kind of a burst of that more. I don't think I'm gonna eat like this every day. It's not my cup of tea.
I would say it's pretty similar to how we eat though.
Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs and steak anyway, and suet and broth
And liver.
and organs. But we just don't put what it kind of, the plate kind of looks like a pellet, and you just put like paints.
Yeah.
They kind
Like
of
a
just
painting
like
palette.
They just on the plate, and then you have to like.
We just prefer to use our organs a little bit more creatively.
Yeah, so that's why we're doing the whole cookbook and everything. So stay tuned for that. If you like these kind of videos, hit the like and subscribe. We would love any more recommendations of people to eat like in a day. We'll gladly do them so long as they're not like vegan or full out. Yeah, just no, we
No
need some
plant-based
meat
people.
on those plates. So yeah, hit us up with some suggestions. But until next time,
Behave like an angel.